Hello and welcome. I am Katrina Pratt Roebuck, and I am the founder and CEO of Uplifme. Uplifme is a national resource hub that shares information on social determinants of health events across the country. And we also highlight the great work of organizations here in Philadelphia. So today I have with me Zakiyyah Boone, and Zakiyyah Boone is the Chief Executive Officer of Wonderspring. So welcome, Zakiyyah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much for being here. So really looking forward to hearing about your organization. So can you start by telling us about what Wonderspring does and who your agency serves?
Certainly. Wonderspring is a nonprofit provider of high quality early childhood education and school age care, serving families in the greater Philadelphia area. We have been around for 60 years. In
Hmm.
fact, this year we are celebrating our 60th anniversary. And so we are proud of our legacy of providing high quality. Our programs are comprised of infant, toddler,
Hmm.
pre-K, before and after school, summer camp, as well as kindergarten enrichment programs. We serve approximately 800 children annually, and some of our programs are tuition free as well as tuition based programs.
Okay, great. So can you talk a little bit about what the programs are? What types of services do you provide to the children?
Certainly. So, in our infant toddler programs, they are, of course, primarily focused on custodial care, ensuring that the children's needs are met. Of course, making sure that they are safe and
Mhm.
appropriately supervised while their families are at work. So, oftentimes, families need someone to take care of their children while they're at work during the day. And so, we provide that service. That's our primary service that we provide. We also provide service for to supplement the school day for older children
Hmm.
before school and after school. Our programs include help with homework,
Hmm.
physical activity, socialization, and recreational outlets for school age children.
That's amazing. And I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, so I apologize if I missed it. You go
Mhm.
through K through 12, or do you stop at a certain age?
Yep. So we start again with infants
Infant.
and we go through school age children, usually to about age 12.
Okay.
Once children hit those teenage years, they're much more independent and less
Okay.
in need of our services.
Okay. And do you have certain schools that you are located in? Where's your location where you provide your services?
So we have 10 locations across the greater Philadelphia area. We have 5 early learning centers. 2 are in Philadelphia, 2 are in Montgomery County, and 1 early learning center, our newest location, is in Havertown in Delaware County. Those are operated primarily by Wonderspring, and we're the only program in that building. We also have 5 program locations located inside the buildings of Colonial School District.
Hmm.
And that's where we provide our before and after school programs as well as our summer camp in those colonial school buildings.
Okay. So you provide services year round, both supplementing the school day and camp. So that's really wonderful. Do you
Correct.
provide services to kids that have special needs? Do you do anything with kids that might need additional services to supplement their needs in school?
Sure. So we do provide service to children who have special needs.
Mhm.
However, we are not the primary support of those children.
Okay.
So what happens is children will sometimes arrive to us having already been diagnosed with a special need and
Mhm.
already needing supports that are documented in what's called an individualized education plan,
Mhm.
or for younger children, an individualized family service plan.
Okay.
So whatever the needs are for that child as specified in the IEP or the IFSP, Wonderspring will partner with the family and the service provider to surround that child with the care
Mm.
that they need to make sure those needs are met.
Okay. So how does a family connect with Wonderspring? Is that a referral
Um,
process? How does that work?
yeah, so any families are welcome to just walk in our doors off the street, of course, and go into any of our locations, ask for a tour. Our staff will be more than happy to show families around, introduce them to the teacher that will work with their child. But families can also, of course, go to our website
Mhm.
We're on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram,
Mhm.
Twitter. I'm sorry, now X.
Mhm.
So we've got we're on all social media platforms. So we're happy to engage families how they need. We also oftentimes have families who will inquire about us on our website and reach out and ask for an individual phone call in response, and we're happy to comply with that as well.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Can you talk a little bit perhaps about something that you're proud of that your organization accomplished in the past 12 months?
Certainly, I am very, very, very proud of our strategic plan.
Okay.
So last year, Wonderspring took the time to really set forth some goals about outcomes that we want to see,
Okay.
and we position those goals around a fictitious character that we at Wonderspring named Wonderspring Wanda. And Wonderspring Wanda is the child that we envision, we are supporting, we are engaging, we are serving to ensure that Wanda
Mhm.
is ready for kindergarten when Wanda leaves our care. So the first of those goals is to ensure that every child has a highly qualified, well supported teacher, because we know that in order for children to learn, they need a great teacher at any age. Secondly, we want to make sure that we serve more children. We feel very strongly that it's important that what we do with high quality programming, more children have access to that. Then we also want to make sure that we increase our family and community engagement. We recognize that Wonderspring can't educate children alone, but it's important that we partner with community resources
Mhm.
and the resources of the family to support that child's learning and development. Lastly, we made a priority of ensuring that everyone at Wonderspring feels they belong. We
Mhm.
want to make sure that we are providing service in a diverse, equitable, and inclusive environment where
Mhm.
everyone, staff, children, and families, all feel they belong. So we're extraordinarily proud of that work. We're extraordinarily proud of that plan. And
Mhm.
we're proud of the values that came to a highlight during the planning process, which are safety, quality, caring, belonging, and fun, because there's got to be fun when educating young children.
I love that. I love that. And I love how you are including not just the children that you serve, but your staff, creating a culture of inclusiveness. And
Yes.
a couple of things you said, I just wanted to circle back on and ask, how are you defining a well-supported teacher? What is the resource or what are the resources that a well-supported teacher might need?
So some of the things ways that we're defining that, that's a great question. Number one is pay. We want to make sure that our teachers can take care of their families first so they can come to work and take care of other families. So
Mhm.
we increased our pay. We increased our base pay, our
Mm.
minimum pay wage, and we also increased the pay of our teachers who are on staff. The second thing we did is partner with other organizations to help further the education of our teachers.
Mm.
So, degree completion is extremely important. We want to make sure that our teachers are able to finish their associate's and bachelor's degrees. In some cases, their master's degrees. We want to make sure that our teachers can maintain their Pennsylvania teaching certification where they have it. And so, we are providing resources to help all of those areas. Then lastly, training and technical assistance. Wonderspring has on its staff two full-time quality advisors that provide on-site training and technical assistance to any of our staff to help them individualize their skills as practitioners to improve the outcomes in the classroom. So, for example, if a teacher is having a difficult time implementing the social emotional curriculum, they
Mm.
just don't know where to begin.
Mm.
We've got a quality advisor who will literally go and work hand in hand, one on one with that teacher week after week to help that teacher succeed. We feel that that kind of support really sets teachers up for success and ultimately allows them to provide better quality service to the children.
That's amazing. I think that, thinking about the holistic nature within which you're doing this work. So you're including the children, the families, and also taking care of the staff and ensuring that their needs are met. So you're really ensuring quality from top to bottom, right? You're really ensuring
Yes.
quality. Yeah, that's impressive. Can you talk a little bit too, because you also mentioned making sure that children were ready to go to school and providing them with quality education prior to school. Can you talk about what that looks like for our younger kids?
Certainly. While there are many academic benchmarks that a
Mhm,
child will be expected to achieve throughout the course of their educational career, at Wonderspring, in addition to making sure those children can read, have literacy and numeracy foundational level, we also want to make sure that they can wait their turn.
mhm,
They can make friends.
mhm,
They're able to articulate their needs in
mhm,
a way that others can understand. They
mhm,
can share things that really make the educational experience enjoyable are equally as important. So be safe, be kind. Those are some of the fundamentals of our social emotional curriculum because, again, we want to make sure that children enjoy education. They don't feel just like we want to enjoy coming to work. That's where the fun value came into play. Just like adults want to enjoy working every day, we want to make sure that children enjoy learning and so that it's a lifelong process. So we have incorporated all of that into the Wonder Spring experience because we feel they're all critical components of a lifelong learning, successful academic career.
And so I think I noted you said that you want kids to enjoy and have joy at least 5 or 6 times. I'm noting how many times and how passionate you are about ensuring that the experience for the children is positive. And so I really
Yes.
appreciate hearing that, and that's wonderful. Can you talk a little bit perhaps about what you're looking forward to accomplishing in the next several years?
So of course we are excited about our 5-year strategic plan, and we're excited about those goals. We're hoping to grow our programs, but we're hoping to grow our impact. So we're beginning to track outcomes in a way that we haven't before. Yes, it's important for us to monitor our outputs. Do we have our census? Are we hitting our financial targets? But more than that, what are the success stories that children who've gone to Wonderspring can tell and
Mhm,
their families can tell
mhm,
about how their child has done better in school
mhm,
and is on a path to learning longevity because of the experience that they've had at Wonderspring?
mhm,
So, for example, we know that that third grade reading level is a critical factor in the success of a child's academic progression.
mhm,
And so we're now beginning to track those outcomes. Are students reading at grade level when they get to third grade after having gone to Wonderspring? The third graders in our school age program, how are those students performing? Is there any increased academic performance? Are those students less likely to engage in antisocial behaviors? Those
mhm,
are the kinds of outcomes we're beginning to track because it doesn't just matter that the kids are coming and that they have a great time while they're here, but who are those children when they leave?
mhm,
Are we able to help those families reach self-sufficiency because the parent now has an opportunity to go to work because
mhm,
they know their child is in a safe quality environment. So now I can go to work in peace. I don't have to
mhm,
worry about who's going to watch little Wanda while I'm at work. I can go to work. I know Wanda's well taken care of. I
mhm.
know Wanda's learning. I know Wanda's set up for success. So those are the kinds of things that we are tracking now in with this new strategic plan that we hadn't before. And we're excited to learn where the future is going to lead Wonderspring.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that detail. And can you talk a little bit about the community engagement piece? So you mentioned that as part of your strategic plan. So wondering about that, and also if there's opportunities for people to volunteer with Wonderspring.
Certainly. So calling all volunteers, calling our all community partners. We definitely are looking to expand the number of partners that we have with the community. I'll share some examples. Um, in a couple weeks, Wonderspring will be hosting its very first poverty simulation, where we have volunteers coming in and we've invited in community leaders from across all sectors to engage them in an immersive experience about what our families experience who are living in poverty. because we feel that a cross-sector approach that has built empathy will help improve how we serve these families, not just that we are serving them. Again, you heard me say we really want to make sure that the experience at Wonderspring is a great one. Not just that families are coming, but that they're having a great experience. So we're bringing together all these partners from across the community to experience that. That's one example. I'll share another quick example of how we're engaging with the community. At one of our locations in West Philadelphia, we've partnered with other social service organizations for things like diaper giveaways, backpack giveaways, community cleanups, because we want to make sure that Wonderspring is a part of the communities that we serve, not just that we're in those communities. So we are frequently looking for volunteers when we have special events. Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up. So we have we've asked for some of our parents to come in and volunteer and serve the teachers breakfast or lunch to show teachers that we appreciate them and we appreciate the care that they give the children. So there are ongoing opportunities for volunteers. Our 60-year anniversary celebration is coming up this fall. So there'll be a plethora of opportunities for us to engage with the community in celebration of this monumental milestone of service to the community at Wonderspring. Our website we'll make sure to keep that updated, and we'll make sure to keep our social media updated with opportunities to join in with us.
That's great. I just want to note that in my experience of doing these community connection interviews, I am learning so much about organizations like yours, like Wonderspring, that is so comprehensive, so holistic, and does so much more than just serving sort of the target focus
Mhm.
group, but everyone that surrounds that focus group, right? And so I just
Yes,
want to just acknowledge all of the thoughtfulness, the planning, that you are thinking about doing for years to come, looking at not just the outcomes today, but the outcomes in that child's life and success as they turn into adults, right? So I just think
yes.
it's very impressive, and I'm heartened to hear all of the work that you all are doing. And I'd also like
Thank
to
you.
ask you, absolutely, and I also like to ask, how can people donate to Wonderspring to spread your good work?
We would love to have people donate to Wonderspring. Of course, they can go to our website, wonderspring.org, and
Mhm.
click the donate tab.
Right.
They are able to, in fact, we are having a campaign for our 60-year anniversary. So we're specifically asking for donations of $60 just to support our work. Or if
Mhm.
someone is feeling super generous, $600, $6,000, $60,000, 6 million, whatever they feel, we're happy to accept donations of all sizes at Wonderspring. And then also, but there are also opportunities to just support specific activities at Wonderspring. So, for example, there are opportunities to support, like I said, Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up.
Mhm.
So there's opportunities to support our teachers by donating goods or services that could go towards our teachers and
Okay.
supporting them. So there are plenty of opportunities to give to Wonderspring, and we appreciate the support that we've already received.
So thank you, Zakiyyah, so much. Your organization is doing wonderful work, and I really appreciate you spending the time to share that with us. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity, Katrina.
Thank you. Take care.